I'm standing in Antonito, Colorado. It's on the southern border between Colorado and New Mexico. And I'm standing here thinking, oh shit. Why am I in Antonito? My friend Chief had told me, if you're ever hitchhiking through Colorado, don't get stuck in Antonito. Whatever you do, don't get stuck in Antonito. And here I am. It's like, oh, Chief. Sorry, man, I didn't listen to your advice. Got dropped off here. And, but the fortunate thing is there's this train, this old locomotive. And it's chugging away. It's got this black smoke coming out of it. And it's just like, woo, woo! And it's just like, wow, that is a real locomotive from the 1800s. It was real. And it was chugging along. And they have this train that goes from Antonito to Chama, New Mexico. And every day it goes back and forth. And it's the real deal. And you can feel it through the ground. And so I'm sitting here. I'm distracted. I don't care if I'm in Antonito where Chief told me never to get dropped off, whatever. This is amazing. And so eventually, after a couple hours, only like 2 hours of standing there,
go ahead.
This truck pulls up, and a very large Navajo man gets out of the passenger seat and just points into the truck. Just like, cool. Grab my stuff, throw the stuff in the back of the truck, pick up the truck, get in there, and I'm wedged. I'm wedged between this guy, this huge hulk of a man, and his brother, who is equally large. And so I'm in there, I'm like a piece of white meat on rye bread or something. And so like the first thing the guy says to me is, the driver, he's the one that does all the talking, right? The driver. The other guy never heard a word out of it. And so the driver's like, hey, white boy, you know why we picked you up? I was like, no. Why'd you pick me up? And he's like, you look like Jesus. Oh, bless you. Bless you. Bless you. They're smiling. It seems, I get a good feel from these guys. And the next question was, hey, white boy, you want a drink? And he pulls out this malt liquor, you know. This big can, you know. Here, I swear it's not big. I'm like, yeah, of course. And I start drinking with them. We're going down the road. Tapping it out, getting to know you. Me and the driver, the other guy's just like stoic, you know. And I learned their names. I'm like, what's your name? Driver's like, my name is Monte Montoya. This is my brother, William Tell.
William Tell.
Cool names. And so we're going along, and the driver, Monte, is like, hey, white boy, you're going to buy us some beer. We're coming up on a gas station. I'm like, oh, yes, I am. Yes, I am going to buy us some beer. And so we stop and we get some more malt liquor, you know, the cheap stuff. And he pops this, before we get to the gas station, he pops this tape on the track, and it's Willie and Waylon. So it's Willie Nelson and Waylon Jennings. We'll listen to that. That's their music, you know. So we go, we get some beer, and me and William Tell are back in the truck. And Monte Montoya, always lingering behind, he comes in, and I finally noticed that the steering column, that it's been ripped open, and he starts the truck by touching two wires together. I'm like, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. No. And so we're driving down the road, and Willie and Waylon are just going on, and suddenly, like, Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys comes on. And we all start singing. All right. And I want you guys to start singing this with me, okay? Because I want to relive the moment, because it was just this beautiful thing. We all start singing, like, You just all like, Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Don't let them play guitars and drive them old trucks. Make them be doctors and lawyers and such. Boom, boom, boom. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Boom, boom, boom. They're never at home and they're always alone. Even with someone they love.
Yeehaw!
Thank you. So we're having a good old time. And then Monte Montoya turns off the main highway onto a gravel road.
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, where you going? You know, why are we going this way? I had my route kind of planned out. I knew where they were going. They're going to Cuba, New Mexico. That's that way. Why are you going this way? Oh, I know a shortcut. Wait. I'm like, cool. Shortcut. Yeah, I'm now with the shortcuts. I love the shortcuts. Shortcuts are my thing. Yeah, I love shortcuts are great. I love shortcuts. Where are we going? That was inside. Out on the outside, I'm like, yeah, hand me the beer. This is great. It's an adventure. And then Monty's like, hey, white boy, you know where we are? No. Where are we? We're in Apache country. If we drop you off here, you're going to die, white boy. I'm like, well, don't drop me off here. Just don't drop me off. And then Monty pulls over. I was like, okay, why are we pulling? You got to pee? No. Willie and Tell gets out. He opens the door, gets out, and I'm just like, I ain't going out there. I don't want the Apaches to get me. I want the He's out there picking herbs or something. He's out there picking some leaves off some plants. He brings it back in, and we go again. And he starts doing this chant, right? And it sounds like a chant from an old Western movie. Monty's doing it too. I'm like, are they fucking with my head? Come on. You guys are messing with me here. Right? And then I'm like, what's that song? And Monty's like, our grandfather taught us that song. It's to ward off the evil Apache spirits. I'm like, okay. Alright. It began to sound like an honest thing, you know, at that point. Because he was serious, you know. That taught me, like, you can never know what's fake and what's real, but only what feels fake and what feels real, right? So it felt real, so it was real. Maybe they were messing with me, but it felt real. And so I'm like, cool. And so the sun's going down. We're on this gravel road, shortcut thing, and we stopped to take a pee. And we're pissing. And then me and William Tell are back in. Monte Montoya is still out there. It's Monte Montoya. That's what he does. You have to accept that. And this motorcycle's going by with his headlight on. Monte yells at him, hey! And I'm like, he must know that guy. And so we're sitting there, and Monte's out there, and the motorcycle turns around, it's coming back. And so the motorcycle stops, and it's dark by now, and you hear this voice, why did you yell at me? And Monty's like, I need to. I'm like, uh-oh. That's not English, and that's not Navajo either. And then the other voice says, go to the front of the truck, put your hands on the hood. I'm like, oh shit, my ride's over. That's it. And so Monty complies, goes up to the front of the hood, the guy cop cycle up in front. Monte's there and on the front of the hood, and he's looking at us. And just like, he's looking at Willie and Tell, you know, and it's his brother. And the parking lights are still on, and they're lighting his face up. It looks like a gargoyle. And he's looking at Willie and Tell, and it's like, cops calling it in, you know. Monte just says, and he starts edging around. And the cop finally notices, he's like, "Hey, stop!" And Monte just takes off. Starts running around the truck. And the cop's chasing him around the truck. And they go around the truck 2 times. And then Monte runs out into the road and does the football move. And the cop, being somewhat out of shape, policeman, stumbles past him, and Monte runs into the woods, never to be seen again. So, it's me and Willie and Tell.
And the cop.
The talkative Willie and Tell. And we're sitting there like, Willie and Tell shows no emotion whatsoever. They're just like it's happened 100 times or something. And so, I'm just like, oh shit, oh my god. Willie and Tell's like, yeah. So the cop comes, asks him a couple questions. No big deal. I guess it's reservation country. He's used to this kind of thing. He's like, who are you? Who are you, white boy? I'm like, I'm just a hitchhiker. I show him my license. He's like, don't worry about it. And so we're sitting there. He calls reinforcements in. There's people with flashlights looking all over the woods, and they're like, call your brother, call your brother. Monte. You know, like, yeah, like he's gonna come in. So they're like searching. And then they just start ignoring us. And we're sitting there. William Tell reaches behind the seat, pulls out a 40, hands it to me. I'm like, we start drinking it. We start drinking this 40. And they're just out there searching. And it's the mystery, you know. The mystery. What happened? What happened to these guys? And you know what? Like, the mysteries of life are often best left just like out there. Just for you to wonder, where are these guys now? What happened? What happened to Monte? I don't know. I have ideas, but I don't know. And so, I have a few closing words for you this evening. Never judge a hitchhiker by the size of his stomach. Mysteries of life are best left unknown, oftentimes. Listen to your gut. You know, more people need to learn to listen to your gut. And also look them in the eyes. The eyes are connected to the gut, so it makes sense. Be tough, go with the flow, but paddle when you need to. And look at the world through rose-colored glasses. Don't succumb to the negative people that you encounter, and don't let failure get you down. Your personal joy is passed along to your friends and family. So be joyful. It will carry over to your friends and family, no doubt about it. Yes, I am a romantic, hopeless, anything but. And I want to thank Ian, and I want to thank Frank and Holly, and everybody for coming and listening to this stuff. And I'll see you further down the road.
Yeah.